by the condition of Elma Abraham. You can see her picture here. She's a 4-year-old woman who on the 6th of October, before the abduction, was completely functional, independent, fitting her grandchildren. And after she was abducted, her family tried over and over to get her the essential medications she needs, and unsuccessfully. And when she came to Israel, she was in shock, in a severe medical condition, life-threatening. The body temperature was 28 degrees, and she was nearly dead. With the amazing treatment of the Soroka Medical Center, they were able to save her life, to ventilate her, and I was with her yesterday, and it was really moving when she woke up and said some words and listened to music she loves, but she's still in severe condition. Unfortunately, on her body, you can see bruises that seems like happened from dragging her around, like she's an object, and total neglect, both physically, mentally, and medically. And we hear now some stories from some of the other hostages about abuse, neglect, torture in a sense. So that's very worrisome, and it means how important, how urgent it is to release the others. I spoke today with the Bibas family. You see here, Kfir Bibas, now 10 months old baby, that obviously in such conditions, it's not only life-threatening for him, but obviously a great suffering for him, for his mother, for his brother with him. And we don't want, to be released and then have mental retardation or handicap for life, and he doesn't get his proper diet, his proper care. So the most vulnerable, the babies and the elderly, are of special risk, and many of them are actually, they need drugs that they don't receive.
Professor, there was a story in some of our papers today about a little 9-year-old girl who was released, and her dad says she's barely spoken a word since she was released because she was told to stay in absolute silence while she was held in captivity. How long do you think it will take for that little girl to get back to normal, if ever?
Well, obviously it will scar her for life. I hope that with the support of the family, of the professionals, she will be able to, to recover and to gain again trust in the world and get over the, this behavioral change that is related to such a long period. It's more than 50 days in captivity in very poor conditions. So, the Hamas was trying to show like the treatment is okay, but it's obvious now. And the recovery is very long, very complicated. By the way, it also affects the family members, not only the hostages, also the family members, when they see their beloved after such a long wait, coming back, not all of them in perfect condition. Obviously, some of them have, so that means that also the families in a post-traumatic situation, and they also need support, and we try to provide them in the families forum, our teams, to provide them the needed psychological and social support also for the families, together with the hospitals and health maintenance organizations in Israel. It's a national trauma, it's trauma for the families, and it's, of course, for the hostages in first place.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. That's Professor Hagai Levine in Tel Aviv.